Yay! Working.
Yeah, I have to use my phone.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I guess I have to use my phone because my computer is like, I
I'm
don't
really
know.
sorry that that was such a pain.
It's
Okay.
okay.
So if you can go to this website, it's residency.pathology.umn.edu.
Residency.
Hopefully it works because it was down last night.
Dot Oh yeah. Dot pathology.
Dot
What
.um
was the rest? At umn.
dot edu.
Dot edu.
Okay.
And who else sees this stuff?
My what, the video that we're making now, you mean?
Yeah, with
I
my robe and
yeah,
my bad hair.
only my professor will see it, and I don't think he really minds, so no worries. Um, all right, can you see it? Otherwise, I can try screen sharing. But
It like says driven to discover and stuff on it.
yeah, so it
Yeah.
should be okay. So it should be the pathology residency homepage. All right, so I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. So first of
Like,
all,
do I go somewhere on the homepage?
well, not yet. Just I'll ask you a couple of questions, and then I'll give you something.
Gotcha.
Okay. So just tell me what your first impressions are of the site. Like what do you think about it? And who do you think it would be for?
Um, well, I like the guy holding the dirt. It's very like
Okay.
inviting.
Inviting.
Um, the first thing I noticed was like, okay, well maybe it has something to do because I don't off the top of my head know what pathology is.
Uh-huh. It's okay.
So, but it makes me think about um, like, well, there it says like he's invented a biodegradable plastic made from sugar instead of petroleum. So the first thing I get to see is him holding the dirt.
Okay.
Let me just talk through this. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no, don't be sorry. This is useful for me. So
And so
no
he
wrong
was the first thing I
answer
noticed. And
here.
so I
Okay,
was like, oh, dirt. And
cool.
it gave me like an earthy, for me, a comforting kind
Okay,
of feeling.
awesome.
And then I read the caption and was like, well, now I want to know more because that's like really interesting.
Huh. Okay, cool. Um, that's really helpful. Um, who do you think the site is for, and who do you think would use it?
Well, for me, because I think people who are interested in um, doing things for their environment and taking care of like people who care about the earth is the first thing I think of. Um, People who actually give a crap and people who know like I it's for me it's easy to know okay biodegradable plastic, which means a plastic that we can all throw away. Not
Yeah,
everybody, I suppose, would know what biodegradable means.
sure.
So it would be somebody who's had like a at least a minimum education to know what biodegradable plastic would be
Okay.
for that part
Um,
in particular. I don't know if that's like what this whole site is about. I'm just going based on the first picture I'm
yeah,
seeing.
no, that's whatever your uh, impressions are is good.
Yeah,
Um,
so I would say somebody who has some education.
uh-huh.
Yeah, somebody
I'm
who
just gonna
has some education.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna open it up in the
But
browser so I can also see it. Hang on a second.
okay.
This is weird that I can't see what you're doing. So,
Yeah.
um, okay. So you should see you're on. So it should be the laboratory medicine and pathology residency and fellowship programs, right? Is that where you are? I just want to make sure I have you in the right place.
Oh yeah. Well, it kind of redirected me to twin-cities.umn.edu.
Oh, really? Okay, because that's
Yeah,
not the
I
site I
put it
was
in the other
told.
website.
Okay, so what happened when you tried to go to lab medicine and pathology? It just redirected you?
This is okay, so when I typed in, it's you said to put into the browser, right?
Yeah, residency.pathology.umn.edu. Sorry,
Residency.
I had you at the wrong place.
No, that's okay.
I know they were having problems yesterday, so.
It's biodegradable
Dot
plastic doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, I was thinking biodegradable and pathology.
edu. Yeah, so let's start over.
Okay, did you get to it this time?
I accidentally put an at symbol in there, so then
Okay.
it took me.
All right, I'm glad we're straight. Yeah, it's hard to see, like, it's hard that I can't see what you're doing, so.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you can see laboratory medicine and pathology residency.
For medicine and pathology residency
Okay,
and fellowship
all right, good.
program.
We're in the same place now. Cool,
Let's
thank
start
you.
over.
All right, so again, just give me your first impressions of the page. Tell me what you think.
Okay. So it would be for people who are looking, who are in medicine or some kind of laboratory work and are looking for residency and fellowship programs.
Okay.
Um, it seems like it would be somebody who would understand like what pathology is, and it's got a clear description. So it says their mission is to provide strong basic training
Okay.
in laboratory medicine, etc.
Cool.
So it would be people who understand what like cytogenics and
Uh-huh. What else?
cytopathology and hematopathology and
Um, so that's helpful. So just general first impressions, like what was the first thing you thought when you saw the page?
the first thing I thought was like, okay, pathology is what I thought, something to do with laboratory stuff, judging by the little video they've got on the side. I haven't like watched it, but she's
Okay.
working with petri dishes,
Uh-huh.
so it's lab work and stuff like that. So that was the first impression. It's like, okay, I
Okay.
kind of understand what that is, and um, it's
Uh-huh.
still inviting. It's very clear, so you know right off the bat what it is and what it's for.
Okay. So what impression does it give you about the lab medicine and pathology residency programs? What does it make you think about the specific programs? Like without you don't have to dig into it very deeply, just in general, just looking at it for the first time.
Lynn says she's not sure about the background color.
Okay.
If that's helpful.
No.
She's like, don't let me pivot and take over.
No, I'm gonna redesign this, so that's good.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I don't look like a total doofus.
No, not at all. Anything that you can tell me is helpful. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Um, I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
It's okay. So, what general impression do you get about the residency program just looking at the page for the first time? Like, what does that question make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just reading the description again.
Yeah.
Programs. Okay, so their goal is to develop a sturdy base so that they can be more competent and independent
Mhm.
in their learning and their practice within pathology.
Okay. Um, all right, last thing. So I will just give you a quick task to do, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just so that I can see whether the site has navigation that works.
Okay.
Um, so okay, here's your task. So you imagine that you are a third-year resident in pathology at the University of Wisconsin, and ultimately you're hoping to get a teaching position at a university. But you want to do a fellowship first. So tell me what you would do to find out how to apply for a fellowship in clinical cytogenetics. And if you can just narrate as you're telling me what you're doing, since I can't see you, just think out
Sure.
loud.
So I'm going to scroll down and go to prospective fellows.
Okay.
Because it looks like, because it tells you the available fellowships right there. So I can choose like what branch of pathology I'm interested in.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll just choose one. Would that be helpful?
Sure.
Um, let's see. What's the most fun? We could do, forensic pathology is down. I can't click that one. So maybe they already filled the fellowship up.
There's no link for that one.
There's a link, but it's like purple. The
Okay.
little hand thing, it won't let me click on it. So I'm
Okay.
assuming that's full or they're not looking for fellows right now.
Good to know.
How about, let's see, I'll click blood banking and transfusion medicine.
All right. That sounds interesting. So see if you can find information on applying for the fellowship, if possible.
Let's see. It's telling me what to understand. It's telling me where it has fellowships open and what the expectations are at each site.
Uh-huh.
So first it tells me what the program involves.
Okay.
Um, and then it says, like, as I gain experience, I'll get more clinical duties. It says who the program director is. So, and then I think, yeah, I could click on it and call if I had questions.
Okay. So if you were interested in applying for the fellowship, you would probably just contact the person who's listed as the program director.
Yeah, and she's like, or he or she, I didn't look at the name, I think would be able to answer any other questions.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Cool.
then gives you a topic overview. I'm assuming other people would understand this more than me. I'm assuming these are the places, UMMCF.
Hmm.
Has it's clicking like what it's like. I think it's a graph of what I just read, all the different
Okay.
sites and what they cover and their expectations are.
Okay. Do you want to do one more for me? Do you mind?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So go back to the
Do the
main
math.
page.
Okay.
And all right, so this time you are a current resident in the pathology department. And you want to know whether you have to go to a UMMC pathology conference the week of March 16th. So how would you find that out if you were going to try to find out whether you had to attend a conference then and when it was?
I would scroll down to upcoming events
Okay.
and then scroll down to the 16th of March. My mouse pad's acting up here.
That's okay.
Somehow it got into December. That's my fault. It's my laptop.
No, it's not you.
Let's see.
You're good.
There's stuff on March 11th and March 17th and March 18th.
Okay, so you found it on the calendar. correct?
Yep.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, the upcoming events, it's like a little scrolling thing and it's got the dates and the
Okay,
times underneath of what's happening.
great. So just for a final debrief, what would you say about your experience on the page in general? Like what word would you use to describe it, your experience?
I think as somebody who didn't even really understand what pathology was, I now know what it is and a lot of the different branches of it. And it was very easy to navigate.
Okay,
If I want to be a fellow, I just click a link and I can go find information. And then looking for upcoming events, that was really easy too. It's just right there. And
okay.
that's also, it's very easy to navigate. It's good for anybody, really.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
It was helpful. All
I
right.
hope so.
No, it
Yeah.
really was. Thank you.